Live from Fargo and serving you on TV, online, and on the go. This is Valley News Live at 6.
We are getting word that navigating roads around the region is getting tricky. If you are in an area where they're clear, they may not be a little later. That's because we're still expecting more snow. Our Valley News team's storm team chaser, Eric Whitehill, is making his way to Tower City, North Dakota. He has been dealing with roads that are snow-covered and slushy and slippery. Let's head over to Robert to find out what else we should expect this evening. Robert?
Yeah, and Eric reporting about 4 or 5 inches of snow down in the Tower City area. That not anywhere near the higher snow totals that we've seen. 13 inches just a few miles south of Valley City, a foot in Daisy, 9.5 in Valley City. These are not even the highest. The highest that we've seen so far, a measured 16-inch snowfall amount in rural Hannaford. Thanks to Lynn for sending this in, and it's still snowing in that area. There is the snow. The heavier band has been sitting in the same area for many hours just to the west of Grand Forks and Fargo, and it'll slowly slide on off towards the east and anticipated to weaken somewhat as it does so. Until then, winter storm warnings continue till 1 a.m. Winter weather advisories also continue till 1 a.m. In the warning areas, an additional 3 to 6 inches of snow possible, and in the advisor areas, 1 to 4 additional inches of snow. We'll update you on the storm system, take another look at those radars, and give you a look at the weekend forecast coming up in just a few minutes.
And you've got some photos of that, the wild amounts of snow in some of those areas. Yeah, you'll show us that later. Thank you, Robert. And make sure you have the Valley News Live Storm Team weather app so that you can keep up with the weather anytime, anywhere. You'll get the latest forecasts and conditions so that you can plan your day. All you need to do is search VNL Weather in the App Store and download it for free. The snow has tapered off here in the Fargo-Moorhead area for now, but that doesn't mean roads are clear. Valley News Team's Veronica Marshall spoke with Fargo street crews about how roads are still being impacted, and she joins us live now. Veronica?
Hey, Andrea. So we're getting a little bit of a break here in Fargo. We're no longer seeing those big fat flakes that we got earlier. Now it's a bit more of a rain, but that doesn't mean roads are going to be clear. Lee Anderson with Fargo Public Works says today's unique conditions created a nuisance on the roads. Because we're in the early fall, leaves were still on the trees. The snow knocked them off and into the roads and gutters, clogging them and creating puddles on the roads.
The leaves falling, plugging up the drains. It's been more of an issue today than the snow falling has been as far as sanding or anything, but we've had ponding water on the streets because the inlets are blocked with leaves and are a little bit of slush.
So salt and sand trucks have been out all day, and crews will continue working through the night to keep the roads safe and the gutters clear. Live in South Fargo, Veronica Marshall, Valley News Live.
All right, thank you, Veronica. And of course, we'll be staying on top of the latest road conditions throughout the night. And you can follow along with us online, valleynewslive.com, or by tuning into Valley News Live at 9 and 10 o'clock tonight. The Northern Valley is seeing their share of wet, slushy roads. Nearly 20 people got towed out of the ditches, especially on Highway 2. And we spoke with some who say their companies have been pulling out, tow truck companies rather, have been pulling out semi-trucks and delivery company vehicles and, of course, cars. The Grand Forks area is still under a winter weather advisory. And here's a look at Valley City from earlier today when the winter weather hit that area. Rain turning to snow, creating a soupy, slushy mess. Instead of breaking out the rakes to take care of the leaves, people had to get out their shovels. The snow has people wanting to make sure their snow blowers are working. It was a busy day for repair shops in the FM area. The retail manager at SNS Landscaping tells us they've had a steady line of phone calls all day from people who are starting up their snow blowers for the first time this year. SNS Landscaping isn't the only business that's had a busy day today. Every shop we called in the FM area said the same thing. They all tell us yesterday was also busy because everyone heard and learned about the forecast calling for snow. Fargo. Powerful winds and high waves are wreaking havoc in Duluth, Minnesota today. The gale force winds have whipped up big waves along the shores of Lake Superior, some as high as 14 to 18 feet. And that is prompting the Weather Service to issue a lakeshore flood warning for the cities of Duluth, Superior, and Ashland. Those big waves are flooding the Canal Park Business District near the lake and also flooding some roads and causing power outages. The National Weather Service says winds of 64 miles per hour were reported at Duluth Harbor. It's hard to believe it's been almost 3 weeks since several tornadoes tore through Minnesota. One of the places hit hard was Camp Dells in Waterville. Surveillance video from the campgrounds shows the winds pick up and the sky goes dark and then debris starts flying. The owners there say the cleanup is going great as they've had lots of help from guests and the community. A Fargo family is upset. Their son has been charged with disorderly conduct after they say he was just defending himself in a school fight.
He's a 15-year-old kid. He probably didn't handle everything properly. There was a teacher in the classroom. How this happened in the first place is beyond me, but there we are.
Hear more about this family's story a little later in our newscast. Fargo police need your help identifying this man. Police say he is wanted in a case involving unauthorized use of credit cards that stemmed from a vehicle break-in. If you have any information on who this man is, you can call 241-1405 and talk with Fargo police. Authorities say a 25-year-old Tyler Rodriguez has been identified as the person who was found dead along the road in Grand Forks. The body was found along 720 North Washington Street shortly after 10 yesterday morning. Authorities in Grand Forks say this case is still under investigation, so if you have any information, you can call them 787-8000. Later on Valley News Live at 6, the Minnesota Cup at the nation's largest statewide startup competition was won by a group of 5 girls. More on the smartphone app that helped them win a little later. And Minnesota's Attorney General is suing a charity that misused donations. What you should look out for when you donate. Next.
You're watching Valley News Live on TV, online, and on the go. Always on, wherever you are, whenever you need to know. Valley News Live. You're watching Valley News Live on KVLY, your hometown NBC station.
For a limited time, get 0% interest for 6 years at Home Furniture. Everything is on sale, and you can finance it free for 6 years. Plus, free shipping on purchases $4.99 or more. 0% interest for 6 years only at Home Furniture.
In Washington, it seems like everyone's pursuing a partisan agenda. Everyone except Collin Peterson. Collin works with both sides, always doing what's best for Minnesota. That's why he said no to the Democrats when they tried to raise taxes, and no to the Republicans when they tried to cut Medicare. But when it came to passing laws like the second GI Bill, the Highway Bill, and the Job Training Bill, Collin got it done. Congressman Collin Peterson, as independent as Western Minnesota.
I'm Collin Peterson, and I approve this ad.
There is nowhere in Moorhead, I don't think, that has the opportunities that Touchmark has. So that's why I drive over here. And I come every day of the week, Monday through Friday, and do a certain amount of exercise each day, some more than others. And I thoroughly enjoy it. I love the people. I've met all sorts of people here that I didn't know before. It's just a good feel. And the staff are great, and I just thoroughly enjoy Touchmark.
Heidi Heitkamp and Hillary Clinton are almost the same person. Heidi Klintkamp? Heidi and Hillary both supported giving amnesty to 11 million illegal immigrants. And like Hillary, Heidi supports sanctuary cities that harbor illegal immigrant criminals. And for president?
We're supporting Hillary Clinton because she is going to be one of the greatest presidents.
Heidi Klintkamp? Say no to Heidi Heitkamp. Senate Leadership Fund is responsible for the content of this advertising.
Now at Home Sleep Express, you can buy a Queen Certa-Perfect sleeper mattress for the price of a twin, or take 15% off king size. This Queen Special Edition mattress is now twin priced at $389. Queen for the price of a twin at Home Sleep Express.
Tonight's news, sponsored by Perkins.
Minnesota's Attorney General Lori Swanson announced today that legal action will be taken against a Florida-based charity for misuse of donations. The charity, called American Federation of Police and Concerned Citizens, asks for donations to help families of officers killed in the line of duty. But it turns out only a small percent of donated money actually went to those families. Now Swanson is warning residents to do their homework before donating. They say before donating, look at how a charity actually uses donated money by using charity checkers like charitynavigator.org. Don't feel pressure to donate on the spot just because a charity claims to have an urgent need. Reputable charities will happily accept your donation when you are ready to give. And if you're unsure if an agency is legit, call local police or fire departments and ask if they're familiar with the charity. The Minnesota Cup is the nation's largest statewide startup competition, connecting mentors and entrepreneurs as they compete to be named the best new business idea of 2018. A group of 5 middle and high school students, all girls, competed against nearly 1,700 other entrepreneurs from Minnesota. Their project developed a smartphone app and then submitted a business model for that app. In May, the group entered Minneapolis's annual Technovation Appapalooza meet, where it won the high school division and qualified for the Minnesota Cup, winning the girls a $10,000 prize. The app provides resources for immigrants who may need help when arriving in the United States.
Some of our parents are actually immigrants who immigrated to this country, so we kind of had the idea of like doing an app that we had connections to. So our app called Bridge is an app that helps immigrants have access to resources in their new area, such as food, shelter, transportation.
While the app is not public just yet, the team says it plans to use the $10,000 reward to further develop the app and then officially release it in January. Later on Valley News Live at 6, a Fargo woman is frustrated about a charge leveled against her son, which she says he was simply defending himself.
8 inches of snow 9 miles northeast of Sharon. Maybe time to fire up that grill to help warm things up out there. More on your forecast, including the latest snow totals, right after this.